Hey guys, Jeremy here with Simple Little Life. Welcome to installment number 41 of Viewers Knives. Now, it's been over a year since I've made one of these videos, and I'm really excited to get back into sharing your workout with other knife enthusiasts, people making knives. And if you have sent me your knives to an email address other than viewersknives@gmail.com, unfortunately, I no longer have that. I ended up having some issues. I lost some of the mail on my other email account. So if you had sent pictures of your knives that you've made and haven't seen them yet, please resend them, viewersknives@gmail.com, if you'd like to have your work featured here. All right, let's get into this episode of Viewers Knives. All right, so the first knife we're going to take a look at is sent to us by Oren. And Oren is actually... he's probably about 15 minutes from where I live, so that is really cool to see someone close to me making knives like this. And Oren, if you're watching this, feel free to get in contact with me on Instagram. It'd be really cool to do like local get-togethers and kind of bring our own local knife community together. So anyways, feel free to hit me up. We could get together sometime. It'd be a lot of fun. So this knife here is a Scottish dirk, and he made it for his stepfather. The steel that he used for the blade is 01 tool steel, and he used maple, walnut, brass, and stainless steel for the handle. This just looks fantastic. Check out this file work. I can just imagine how long that would take. I personally have never done that, but it just looks amazing. I'm not entirely sure if Oren had made the sheath or not. If not, man, he made that knife go in it just perfectly. I think it looks excellent. And wow, fantastic job, Oren. I'm sure your stepfather was stoked to have this, and you should be proud. This is a very nice knife. Thank you for sharing it with us. These next blades we'll look at are from Shannon. Shannon is an 18-year-old knife maker from Victoria, Australia, and has been making knives for a while. Really cool blades here. Most of these are built from spring steel, and he'll do different finishes on them. This one here, I really like this handle texturing. It's kind of like a rock pattern, but a little bit mild, and I think it really works. And then he did a boiling vinegar etch on this blade as well. And then we've got this really nice drop point hunter, and this gorgeous buoy with steel bolsters, and wow, that's incredible. These knives with steel bolsters, I've never attempted them before, but I could just imagine the extra work that goes into them. Shannon, very nicely done. Next up, we're going to go to Utah. Tyson, he started about 9 months ago at the time of his email making knives, and these are some great looking blades. I like the woods that he's using. Looks like really nice, high quality, good wood for the handles. I like this one with the micarta bolster, very well executed. Really beautiful knives. I also like this kitchen knife here. It's got that nice Japanese wah style handle. Man, these are some great looking blades. I wish my knives looked this good when I was only 9 months into it. Tyson, excellent work. Keep it up, and thank you for sharing these with us. All right, we're going to jump right back to Victoria, Australia. Oren is a 47-year-old knife maker, and he's been watching this channel for about 12 months, and he said he started making knives about 9 months ago. Oren, I'm so glad these videos have inspired you to start, and hearing that is one of the greatest rewards of sharing something on YouTube. These two knives he's sharing, I think, are really nice. I like the elegant sweeping, the flowing lines of this little one here. And then check this one out, this bushcraft traditional kind of looking hidden tang knife. Nice brass bolster there, beautiful wood, and man, this just looks fantastic. I think you are really exhibiting some incredible attention to detail for these just being from, making knives for 9 months. Absolutely fantastic. Oren, thank you for sharing these. Thank you so much for your kind words, and I can't wait to see what else you're building. All right, these next blades are sent to us from Reed, and Reed is making knives out of 01 tool steel. He started with the old-fashioned file beveling jig, did bevels by hand, ended up buying a grinder, and just really started improving his skills, and it really shows. These are great-looking blades. He also makes his own leather sheaths, and all this stamping work is, man, that's tough to do, and I think he just pulls it off very nicely. These are just fantastically finished blades, Reed, and man, excellent work. Next up, we've got this first knife ever made by Lars. He's from Sweden, and he says that 90% of this knife was thanks to this channel. That's not true. You did all the work. You did fantastic. It all goes to you. I think this is a great looking blade, and it's interesting that you chose Damascus for your first knife, and cool. Why not? If that's what you want, that's what you do. I know a lot of people get into the debate, oh, don't do this, just, you know what? That's the beauty about knife making, is that there's so many different flavors, different ways to approach it. If you want to go buy the most expensive stuff to try to make your very first knife, do it. And if it turns out like this, man, that was the right decision. He's already planning his next build, and I think this looks fantastic. Lars, excellent first knife. Keep up the great work, and thank you for sharing this with us. From Sweden, let's jump to Germany. Leonard sent this in. He's a 20-year-old knife maker. He does it in his free time, and traditionally, he's always made smaller knives, but he wanted to share this. This was his newest creation. This was made from a horse farrier's rasp. You can tell that. I really like all the texture that he left on there. And this is a big blade. It is 27 centimeters long blade length, and that's pretty big. He also sewed the sheath for it, and it's an unidentified red burl wood that he used for the handle. I really like that guard that you put on there. This is a great looking knife, and man, big projects, they take a lot more patience, and good on you for doing this. Thanks for sharing this with us, Leonard. All right, this next one is sent to us from a person who goes by the name Kickin' Chicken. I like that name, that's a good one. He's started making knives. 1095 is his steel that he's using, and he's doing all of these with the file jig method by hand. 40 years old, taking up another hobby, and he says at the end of his email, garage time is good time. I agree 100% Kickin' Chicken. This is a cool looking knife you made. I like that jimping you put in there. I'd be curious how you did that. It looks like a file or a hacksaw or something. And nice combination, black and blue G10. A lot of work getting the type of finish, the mirror polish that you have on this blade. Very nicely done. Keep at it, and I hope your garage time keeps going well. Next, we're going to go to Austria. Chris is 27 years old. He's a hobby knife maker, and he's only been doing this for 3 months, all self-taught, and he says he's learned pretty much everything he knows from YouTube videos. And I'm in the same boat as you, Chris. On Instagram, you can find him at 142_blades. This is his very first knife. The steel that he used is 80 CRV2, 61 HRC. The length on this is 22 centimeters. The width is 3.2 millimeters, probably the thickness there. And the gray patina that he did was with vinegar. He did a double paracord wrap and then the Kydex sheath with a tech lock. This is fantastic. These knives, I love these knives, especially with the paracord handle. I like that Tonto profile you have on there. And I also like, it looks like that tech lock is set up with a semi-horizontal carry. I think that's super practical. And I bet this is just a knife that you enjoy using and just works so well. Chris, thank you for sharing this and keep on making knives. We are going to wrap up this edition of Viewers Knives with this knife here. This is the 6th knife that Magnus made, and he is a 19-year-old knife maker from Denmark. The steel that he used on this blade is 01 tool steel. Good choice, if I do say so myself. And tiger wood is what he used for the handle scales. I really like the way that he kind of offset the pins to the edges of the handles, both in length and in width. I think that just is a really nice, classy look there. Very well executed, a lot of attention to detail here. A nice patina on there. This looks absolutely fantastic. So Magnus, very nice work. And if you'd like to see more of his work, you can check his Instagram out, MBOYE Knives. I'll put a link in the description. You can check that out, as well as anyone else who had their social shared here. That will be in the description. Well, I want to thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully you were inspired as I am when I receive these emails, and it's an honor to be able to share this work out. If you'd like to have your knife featured, just email me, viewersknives@gmail.com. We'll get this shared out, and we'll catch you next video, guys. Cheers.